So today is shortest job first scheduling algorithm. We are going to discuss about that. So the basic disadvantage which is faced before last class, that is first come first serve, is that whatever the waiting time and the turnaround time is very high. Okay, so to reduce that we are going for shortest job one. So for this I'm going to explain with an example, like the job which is going to be taken or P1, P2, P3 and P4. The burst time is taken is 6, 8, 7, 3. Okay, now what I'm going to do means, for this now I'm going to use the non-preemptive one. Okay, so first of all I want to draw a Gantt chart for this. So the Gantt chart as the shortest job first, right? So here according to the table the shortest job is P4, that's why I'm going to write P4. Next shortest job is P1, I'm going to write P1. Next shortest is P3 and then P2. So the P4 is started with 0 initially and ended with the 3. Whereas this P1 is taken the burst time 6, but when it is going to be processed it will be added, that's 3 plus 6, that is 9. Whereas for P3 it is 7, then 9 plus 7 it will be 16. Next for P2 it will be 16 plus 8, that is 24. It is again. Now the first job P4 is scheduled because it is the smallest one, and then second is P1, then is P3 and the last one is P2. Okay, so now I can say that the waiting time for P1 will be 3 milliseconds, P2 will be 16 milliseconds, P1 will be the 3 milliseconds, P2 will be the 16 milliseconds, and P3 will be the 9 milliseconds, and the P4 will be the 0 milliseconds waiting time. Okay, so for waiting time means P1 to be executed, the waiting time is 0, 3. For P3 the waiting time is 9. For P2 it is 16. For P4 it is 0. So what will be the average waiting time then? 0 plus 3 plus 9 plus 16 by 4. Nothing but you are going to get 28 by 4, nothing but 7 milliseconds. Whereas turnaround time is nothing but taken for P1 is turnaround. What is the turnaround time? 9. For P2 turnaround time is 24. For P3 turnaround time is 16. For P4 turnaround is 3 milliseconds. So guys, waiting time is not for P1 to process. What is the waiting means? 3. For P3 9. For P2 16. For P4 it is 0. But turnaround time means submission and execution. So for P4 complete it will be 3. For P1 it will be the 9. And for P3 it will be 16. And for P4 it will be the 1. Means P4 3, P1 9, P3 16, P2 24. Okay, now average of the turning around time, that is 9 plus, we'll take with 3, it is the shortest now. 9 plus 3 plus 16 plus 24 by 4 means 52 by 4, that is 13 milliseconds. Okay, I'm going to explain with another example. If P1 is 2, P2 is 1 and P3 is 4 and P4 is like a 3. Let us take like this. So now I'm going to draw a Gantt chart for this. So what is the shortest job here? P2. Next for P2, P1. Next P4. Next P3. Okay, so I can say that the initial one is 0. For P2 is 1. For P1 it becomes 1 plus 2, that is 3. For P4 it will be 3 plus 3, 6. For P4 it will be 6 plus 4, that is 10. Now what I can say, first waiting time. What is the waiting time? Waiting time for P1 is 1. For P2 is 0. For P3 it is 6. For P4 it is 3. Right? So now average of this waiting time, what you'll get? 1 plus 0 plus 6 plus 3 by 4. That is 10 by 4. 10 by 4 means 2 8s are 5, 2.5 milliseconds. If you take turnaround time, what is the turnaround time taken for P1? What is the turnaround time taken for P1? What is the turnaround time? It is completely, the time is 3 milliseconds. For P2, the turnaround is 1 milliseconds. For P3, it is 10 milliseconds. For P4, it is 6 milliseconds. Now average of it, 3 plus 1 plus 10 plus 6 by 4. 16, 17, 20. 20 by 4. It's nothing but 5 milliseconds. This is the calculation of the shortest job first.